Hi everyone, this is Dr. Pablo. I want to share with you our Three Stooges Defying motorcycle trip, which happened in 2018 November. I was gonna originally want to share that at TED Talk, but they will not invite me, so just gonna do a Bob Talk in my Dr. Pablo TV. Please like it, share it with writers, subscribe, join us, and hit the bell. Our group began 2020, January 11th. It's Motase, or in English, World Traveler with Motorcycle. Doesn't matter whether you drive Harley or BMW or Ducati. We love to ride, and so we decided monthly we'll gather and ride together, except COVID-19 hit us early on this year. So that's not happening for now. But at least 2018 November, a few of my friends got together, my college buddies, the pastor, friend's a businessman, the other one's a lawyer. We've been riding since 15, so everybody has 40 years of riding under our belt. So 120 years of experience, right? Now, how can anything go wrong? As you know, that riding trip, many things can go wrong. So we got together at a fantastic coffee shop in the morning. It started drizzling, but we made it to this place. I wish I took a good note so I would know exactly where, but well, Mike has all the notes. But he said, hey, let's visit this place. This guy, crazy guy, collected like 250 motorcycle, whether it's Ducati, Yamaha, he's got it all. And so it's a little winery up in the mountain, and so we decided to take a trip. Well, thank God there was the owner giving a little private tour to a few of his friends, so we just joined in and we listened in, and it was quite enlightening. And of course, he loved the fact that there's Korean American brothers, riders. He's truly a rider, And so we had a great time learning about riding, the lifestyle of riding, and then we took off. We were gonna go through our planned mapped out route, and then it started pouring. My goodness, be careful, guys, when it start raining, especially in Southern California. Give yourself a couple hours, stay away from the pavement because all the oils are floating. And you don't want that. So, well, Google Maps says it's pretty straightforward, except, well, we're hitting the mountains, and our awesome leader Mike's brand new helmet supposedly work with Bluetooth and all. They're expensive, but well, battery died and this got disconnected, and we're lost literally from I think like 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Oh my lord, we were so cold. I was freezing. We jumped into the public bathroom. We're warming ourselves, and as you could see, my hand got all messed up. I mean, I think I had a freeze bite or something. Yeah, everybody's phone battery died and all that. So finally, we check into a hotel near the border. Yeah, it's awesome, man, when brothers come together and ride. It was death defying. So we actually entered the hotel, we hug each other, and we almost cried. But we'll not tell that, right? So after a hot shower, though, we felt really good. So I said, hey, why don't we call our friend and cross the border? And that's what we did. We call our buddy, also college buddy, who had a business there, and we walk across the border, and we took a taxi. This is 여기가 시리 이름이 그러니까 뭐야?
멕시칼리.
멕시칼리.
멕시코하고 캘리포니아하고 합친 거야.
아, 멕시칼리.
저쪽은
저쪽은
칼렉시코.
캘리포니아하고 멕시코 이게.
Mexicali. Here we are. I don't know if you heard, but it's called Mexicali because it's at border of Mexico and California, Mexicali. And we found this taco place that opens really, really late. Oh, wow, look at that. Now, this is a real taco, right? I mean, it's grounded cornmeal and cooked in the hot stone, and all the sauce. Wow. Well, we were 18 when we met, and 40 years later, one generation later, yeah, we've gotten older, but our spirit is still young. Next morning, I woke up, and it's almost like an artistic display of what happened the day before. I got soaked, and I just dried it all in the hotel room. And next morning, we all got geared up like soldiers, going to a battle, right? You know that feel, right? And so this was awesome. Next day, we had beautiful day, just sunshine, and we thank God, right? And I took this selfie. This is an epic picture, man. If you could come up with a picture like that once in your trip is worth it. Well, Mike, he's a planner, so he planned all these things like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, and he said we need to go to Salvation Mountain. God never fails. I'm a pastor, so I said, yeah, let's go to Salvation Mountain. Right? Well, that was really awesome place. I highly recommend. Type up Salvation Mountain. You can't miss it. And this is Mike explaining it. Come on, tell me, Mike, what's up?
So this is the Salvation Mountain in Slab City, California. And this place was created by a Christian named Leonard Knight, who was inspired God to share God's love
Out of nowhere.
out of nowhere in the middle of this desert in California. And even though he passed away some 6 years ago, there's still people here working on painting this mountain to share the message of love of God. And so this place has become the national treasure, and it's becoming one of the tourist destinations in Southern California.
All right. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Good job, Mike. Well, this is a view from the top. And then, of course, we hit the train. Of course, our Mike leader in his BMW 1600 took off so fast we couldn't follow. I mean, my VTX 1300 is an awesome bike, but not when it comes to speed. That kind of bummed out, but hey, Mike, slow down, man. But as Korean American, there are a few privileges that we could do as a rider, and that is we could make shinramyeon at any public stop, right? Now, that's a privilege. We could cook it, eat it anywhere. Shinramyeon is what real men eat. Well, except they look so awesome there because I took picture of them, but they took picture of me. They make it look like a street person. What's going on here? You know. Well, we hit Joshua Park that day. That was awesome. It was beautiful. Ooh, did you see that? This is my bike. As I said, Honda VTX 1300. I bought it 2004. It was the bike of the year that year. It's a cruiser. Love it. Except long distance riding, it's not really good. It's only 4 gallon. And where can you go? 4 gallons of gas. But this is called Joshua Tree National Park because, as they said, the Mormons were making their way because of the persecution through the desert and saw the image of Moses' hand being lifted by Joshua. The Bible story of how they were fighting the battle, and every time Moses' hands was up, they win the battle. So it's called Joshua Tree. It kind of reminds them of that picture. So, and of course, when we travel, we always take picture of our bike. I always have to put my bike in front of Mike because his bike is so much bigger than mine. And wow, beautiful shot again, Joshua Tree. Well, actually, Carl is some kind of photo guy, and he carries a camera. Who carries camera these days? But he does actual camera. We just do everything by iPhone. But he takes some epic pictures, and I took picture of him taking a picture with using iPhone. That is also pretty awesome shot. But I was asking, what are you taking picture? Zooming in. He said, well, this is my picture. He gave it to me. Pretty neat. You could take black and white. Color makes it different. And, it's just beautiful, gorgeous. I don't know how he took that shot driving motorcycle, but he did. We end up at Palm Spring that night. It was late, cold, but they said we need to go the spa. It's a warm spa outside. They had like 15 spa outside. Well, don't ask us what we did there, but yeah, what happens in Palm Springs stays in Palm Springs. Next day, we're gonna go Big Bear. Well, so cold in Big Bear. We said no, change of plan. Remember that awesome map that I show you? That didn't happen. We said no, we're gonna go someplace warm. And then we hit someplace. We hit few places, and I just don't remember where. And I just only surviving photo. I think it was some kind of park, stone park. And we had to dress up warmly, get on our bike, and a few days later, we end up at Riverside. Riverside is, you know, Riverside, and what's at Riverside, right? Well, we went to go see Mr. Gandhi. Three Korean American guys was make tribute to Mr. Gandhi. I guess so. Suppose so. That's legit, but well, that's not why. We actually went to see Mr. Tosan An Chang-ho. I know some of you, who is Tosan An Chang-ho? Well, he's the man who actually involved in liberating South Korea from the occupation of Japan. And so he is a national leader, hero, and he worked as a orange farmer in America in Riverside. So city of Riverside decided to honor Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and An Chang-ho as men who really represent their city, which is fantastic. So a lot of Korean programs did their documentary on him, and actually that's a must-see site if you're traveling. This is like some people promoting. When you go to LA, and go to Desert Premium Outlet and Joshua Tree, and then go to Riverside Tosan An Chang-ho Memorial. I thought that was really nice, and so we honor him and learned about how one man can change the course of history. Obviously, he had a lot of friends, and his friend, actually one of the men who picked orange with him, one day said, "Hey, Tosan An Chang-ho, hey Chang-ho, I know your passion to liberate Korea. So, I make money picking up these oranges. I'm going to give you half of my salary to you, rest of my life. So you go and liberate my country." Wow, what a story. Heartwarming, brotherhood, and just like that Defying Three Stooges, we risked it all to be together. Well, not even close, but yeah, we'll kind of try to mimic it. So that was Saturday. Next day, of course, I'm a preacher, so I went and preached and ministered. It was Christmas time, so it was wonderful to be where I was called to do my job as a minister, preach the gospel. I recently published a book. It's in Korean though, through Amazon, a poetry book on riding motorcycle. And I challenge my riding brothers in Korean, hey, let's live long and ride hard. That's it, folks. I hope this was enjoyable. Go ahead and subscribe to Dr. Bob O TV. Lord bless you. Bye.